Quick full disclosure to you guys, ADVANCEDgg sent me this jar of Splitgate Rocket Pop, and this is a sponsored video by ADVANCEDgg. I am a partner with ADVANCEDgg, so just wanted to give you guys that full disclosure up front. Let's jump into the video. What's up, everybody? It is Ebontis, and this video is going to be a little different. One, you can see my green screen behind me, mainly because I'm going to be dealing with some colors. I don't want anything to really get affected because of that. And the other thing you'll notice is what's over on, it's always good when you're dealing with reflections, all of this stuff. So today I want to talk about the new focus flavor, Splitgate Rocket Pop. Tell you guys a little bit about Splitgate in case you don't know what's going on. That will be at the end. And also explain NooLvL, which is one of the main ingredients in ADVANCEDgg Focus. Before we talk about all that stuff, I want to talk to you guys about what this tastes like. So we're going to talk about the Splitgate Rocket Pop flavor. I was lucky enough to get a little early and taste this thing, and I cannot put it down. And some of you may or may not recognize, this is a Rocket Pop. This is a bomb pop, basically is what it's called. You got the cherry up top, here. You got the lime, and you got the blue raspberry. And I've had a couple of these. They say they're the original bomb pop. And they taste okay. But honestly, I was like, in my head, it was, you know, not quite what I was living up to. And why did I think the popsicle was not as good? Well, I took this. Normal serving is 1 scoop with 8 ounces of water, so I've mixed it up. You kind of get this like dark pink, light purple blended color going on. And when I tasted this the first time, it's what my brain thought that popsicle should taste like. And I don't know how they do it, because in here, in theory, you've got cherry, lime, and blue raspberry. Top's kind of got a little bit of the cherry going on. There's a little blue raspberry in there. And the lime's kind of going to be in the middle. It's there. It's kind of there. But also, guess what? Popsicles have a lot of sugar. Nice thing about Focus, it is sugar-free, keto-friendly. That's one of those 2 things they're very proud of their Focus line for being. But the other thing, let me clean my palate real quick, is the flavors they do blow me away every time. And this is another one. So, full disclosure, I am partnered by ADVANCEDgg, but I used them for about a year before I ever was able to be partner. And they were lucky enough to bring me into the family. Very happy that happened. But I've used the product long before, but full disclosure, I am a partner with ADVANCEDgg in case you're questioning that. You can use my code. I do get, you know, a little bit of what you pay for. So full disclosure, if you do buy this with my code Ebontis at ADVANCEDgg.com, you guys will get 10% off. I get a little bit of that. So just so you guys have that info up front. But the main reason I am happy to be a partner with this company is, for one, the people that are there are all amazing. The family's really cool, but it's the product and what's in it. But also the flavors. If a product has good things in it for you, but it tastes like absolute garbage, no one's going to have it. So this is Splitgate Rocket Pop. And while I've had the popsicle, you got to wonder, like, how do you put a popsicle, how do you put this in here and have it taste good? I don't know how they do it. But I'm telling you, all 3 flavors are in there, and it like hits me in layers. Like, first I get a little bit of the cherry up front, then I get a little bit of the lime, then I get the blue raspberry finish, and then I taste a little bit more lime. Like, I don't know how they layer these flavors, but they've done it in other ones too. Like, there's other flavors that they have, and I don't need to go into those today, but you'll taste like multiple different things. It's like wine. You know, get like this fruity finish, little earthy minerals in the middle, nice aromatics going on. And I sound like a crazy person when I talk about this stuff this way, but that's really what it tastes like to me. I had sinus issues and allergies for most of my life, and since I had sinus surgery, I feel like I can actually taste things better, which I'm sure is actually true. So when I find things that I do like the taste of, I'm very happy to announce it. And it's like they took what I thought my kid brain thought this tasted like, not what it tastes like now. They turned it into a liquid, and I can drink it. And somehow this one, the liquid, tastes better than this. Like, I'll finish the popsicle just so it doesn't melt on my desk. But this tastes so good. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they can take a cherry up front with the lime, a little bit of tartness, the blue raspberry, but not too much. So you got that tart finish, a little bit of cherry, keeping it sweet. And it kind of tastes like a popsicle, which I don't even know how to put that into words, but it does. All I can say is the flavor of this thing is fantastic. So if in your head you have an idea what this tastes like, Imagine it's better and you can drink it for sugar-free. That alone is good. Now let's talk about what's in this stuff that tastes so amazing. All right, so now let's talk about what's in this thing. And the first thing I want to talk about is NooLvL, which is that thing up there at the top. Now, NooLvL is going to be one of those, basically it's a non-stimulant nootropic. And if you're wondering what nootropic means, it says of the mind. It's like a Greek word or something. Basically enhances performance in fast-paced competition. It's going to help you with a lot of things, which I'll cover here in a second. But this has actually been studied scientifically. And if you think I'm crazy, you can go to literally nutrition21.com, look up NooLvL, and you can see all the detail. You can actually go read the whole study if you want to. They're not making it up. So, a double-blind, placebo-controlled, basically the gold standard in clinical studies. And they said it was performed using healthy men and women who spent 5 hours or more a week playing video games. These are the results. And they've actually shown that from all of this, they've had basically some of the tests they had them do. If you want to go look it up, it's like TMT. It's a trail test, trail matching. Basically, it's like a sheet of paper, or it looks like a sheet of paper, little circles on it with numbers on it. It's the first one. Then it's numbers and letters on the second one. They're just randomly thrown on the page, and it's how quickly can you trace from like 1 through 25. When you get to the second one, it's like 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. And it really does screw with your brain. So if you want to actually see what that is, go look up a TMT test. It was like easy to find on Google and go do that one. They actually had people do those tests as part of this thing, like around their gaming sessions and things like that, to see how their brain was doing and all that type of stuff. They noticed, first off, it acts within 15 minutes. So they literally gave a placebo in ADVANCEDgg. And then 15 minutes later, had them do this thing, see if there was a difference on average. They actually were about 33% faster in doing these tests. They also kind of did the same thing to test the endurance. They were like, how is your mental faculties an hour later? Do this, play games for an hour, be intense, and then go check it in 60 minutes later. And then also, like, how accurate were you in the things that you were doing? Improvement basically across the board in a lot of areas, and that was with statistical significance. You can have like errors and things of that nature, but if you go look, it actually was a difference. And the main things that they're working on: focus, maintain like mental clarity in what you're working on; reaction time, which, as you guys know, for esports, they're on the razor's edge of, like, you know, winning millions of dollars for tournaments. Energy, non-stimulant form, which is what NooLvL does all on its own before I get to the other ingredients, and also error reduction. Not hitting, not miskeying, not doing the wrong thing. Always making sure like what's supposed to happen is what you want. Error reduction was improved by like 66%. As they said, it significantly improves attention and reaction time even after 60 minutes. Anybody who spends a long period of time gaming, streaming, working on a project in an office, homework, whatever it is, after a while, you start to run out of mental gas. Like, the tank gets to be a little empty. Have you ever been playing like a very difficult game and you're on a boss that's just kicking your butt and you're like in a long session, and the longer you go, you feel like you're actually getting worse? Then you put it down, go to sleep, wake up, and you know, boot it back up and you beat it the first time? There's a reason for that. The brain does tend to run out of gas. That's where sleep and everything comes into play. And believe me, not like sleep is still an important factor in all of this. And if you have any questions, of course, check with your doctor when it comes to anything that you're putting in. But I've gone through and looked up basically everything in ADVANCEDgg Focus, and that's one of the reasons I'm happy to put it in my body. I used it for about a year before I was a partner. So long before that, I knew what I was getting into, and then they were just cool enough to bring me into the family. But the difference here is NooLvL is going to be an ingredient that has actually been tested with gamers to make a difference in these things. And I mean, picture about the 66% error reduction. What if you're doing data entry? Hours and hours of data entry. The less errors you have in data entry, the better you're going to be at your job. It's not just like for gamers. So picture like you can extrapolate the benefits of what gamers have to do, like razor's edge reactions and doing the right inputs. They tested this in Call of Duty, tested it in Fortnite, tested it in Madden. Different styles of games. You got a little more strategy in Madden, proper button to push, all those things. Fortnite, there's so much going on in Fortnite because of the building and the shooting. And then Call of Duty, you've got the accuracy. So the fact that keeping you more accurate, keeping you mentally like focused, and mental agility is the mental acuity, but also mental agility, because when you have to go through like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you got to go 1A, 2B, 3C. It messes with your brain a little bit, and it allows your brain to function better. All of these things do. So NooLvL is honestly a great ingredient. You can go look it up, Nutrition21, check out the testing. It is actually scientifically studied. And again, what ADVANCEDgg uses in their products is quality stuff. So let me go through the rest of what's in ADVANCEdgg so you guys can see the benefits, and we'll wrap this up with a little bit of Splitgate, show you guys what that's all about too. All right, so outside of NooLvL, which is the top ingredient, and anytime you ever look at an ADVANCEdgg label, they have a single scoop and a double scoop for servings. One scoop is going to be everything on the left, 2 scoops is everything on the right. The recommended for dosage is 2 scoops once a day. That's pretty much all you need. And, you know, depending on when you have it, obviously, it does have caffeine in here. It is from green tea. We'll cover that. But again, caffeine has benefits too, in reasonable amounts. Caffeine from green tea hits a little different than coffee. But it's like 100 milligrams or 200 milligrams. You can pick how much you want. Maybe you want like a scoop and a half. Maybe you need just a little less, or you only want 1 scoop. Again, I like the fact that you can choose. It's not just like, here's this 300 milligrams in a can that's going to kick your butt. Not that way. But with regards to everything else in here, you've got alpha GCP, which is going to help support learning and memory function. Also can help play a role in having a healthy mood. Choline bitters, which is also going to basically be attached to choline, which is part of acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter for your whole body, but this is one of those things that your brain uses, and this is kind of going to help you maintain that mental energy, like those longer extended sessions. It's going to help your brain function correctly for longer before you start running out of that mental fuel tank. You've got L-theanine, which pairs really well with caffeine. The best way I can describe my feeling on focus is calm but focused. Like I'm focused on the task. It's like I'm sharp mentally. I'm ready to go. It's like I'm ready to do what I need to do, but I don't have this like jittery energy that's like all over the place. I'm not spastic. I'm not also going to feel a crash later on. I'm just like my energy and focus, like I'm elevated, but I don't feel like that elevation ever drops. It's just like that elevation is just stable, and then I just go throughout my day with just this like improved everything. I used to teach kickboxing at like 4:30 or 5:30 in the morning. Like they were fitness kickboxing classes. I'll lose in a UFC ring, so that's fine. But fitness kickboxing at 5:30 in the morning, I've used focus for that as well, to have like, I've got to be on, I've got to have energy that early in the morning, and you don't always have it every day, but I've also got to be sharp enough on the fly to be able to teach a class. And depending on, you know, when instructors would get comfortable enough, you didn't even need to have a class plan if you were sharp enough to be what you were doing. And that's one of those things, like the energy plus the L-theanine is a perfect blend to give you that calm but focused energy that you need, that is going to last and keep you sharp. Because L-theanine will help with mental focus and memory, help with stress reduction, again helping with mood. You've also got Panax ginseng, which is going to help with cognitive performance. A couple other things are interesting. Go look those up. There's a funny one. Staxanthin, help prevent cognitive decline. Some of this is tested around things like Alzheimer's and stuff like that, but also helps improve cognitive function in those. You've got black pepper extract, which actually helps with nutrient absorption. So all this stuff coming into your body, you can actually, your body can take it in and get the benefits from it, as opposed to just like passing through you, which you could drink all of it you want. If you don't take any of it in, you don't get any benefits. That's also a nice antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties if you're looking for that. And then finally, tooth club moss. You've got Huperzine A, which will help improve memory. So a lot of things you see will a consistent basis around improved memory function, improved mental acuity. You've got the focus. You've also got your improved cognitive performance, cognitive endurance. Basically everything going on up here in your brain is going to be improved, better, longer lasting, more accurate, but also without the spike of some crazy energy drink or, you know, anything of that nature. So it's a smooth, focused energy that is going to help basically have your brain functioning at, you know, 100% for much longer and much more quality than you probably would without any of this stuff. So there's a reason I'm not partnered with many people, and there's a reason I'm happy to partner with this, is because before I ever partnered, I looked up every ingredient in here, and the doses are right. They're not throwing like 6,000 milligrams of some like water-soluble vitamin that's just going to pass through you and is useless. The scoops are small. They only have in there what you need, and I really appreciate that about it. So do your own research if you want to, but I've done mine, and believe me, the dosage and the ingredients in here are fantastic, and what they're doing is basically going to keep everything from the neck up working correctly for a much longer period of time, especially in those times where you need it the most. The final thing I'm going to put on the other side of the screen is a little bit of footage from Splitgate. And if you haven't played Splitgate before, it is free to download for everybody in the beta right now. Definitely fun to check it out if you've been feeling the Halo vibes and you're just, you know, getting a little tired of the battle pass. This is like the perfect alternative to that, because it's free multiplayer, but there's a lot of maps, there's a lot of like modes in here, which is fun. There's like Team SWAT and Oddball and a whole bunch of different things in there. So it's gonna have a feel like Halo, because it is an arena shooter, but you take an arena shooter like Halo and you pair it with portals. So I can shoot a portal across the map, portal next to me, walk through it, and I've literally gone halfway across the map. So being aware of your surroundings and being sharp is even at a higher level in Splitgate, because you are having to cover so many areas. Knowing maps is going to be extremely important. Obviously, you're not passing by and missing something. The idea that Splitgate allows like an arena shooter like Halo paired with Portal is really actually a lot of fun. I play it every so often. It's actually a nice little... It feels good. Like, the shooting mechanics are there. It feels pretty sharp. The weapons are nice and variety in there. And overall, it's just a fun, free-to-play shooter. So if you haven't checked out Splitgate at all, definitely make sure you check this one out. And shout out to ADVANCEDgg for sponsoring this video. So that does wrap this up. As I said, this stuff tastes amazing. If you like bomb pops, if you think you want something in your brain like sounds like that's a good flavor, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. And it's sugar-free, so if you want to drink it, the benefits of NooLvL to kind of keep you mentally sharp, give you that advantage while you're gaming, all of those things are scientifically studied and real. And the benefits of all the other ingredients, you can look them up if you want to. But ADVANCEDgg puts quality ingredients in their products, and that's why I'm happy to be a partner. So you can do your research, kind of figure out what you want to do. But for me, this is something I'm highly giving a good thumbs up to. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like below. If you have any questions about flavors, ADVANCEDgg, ingredients, just anything about the product at all, leave it below in the description or in the comments, and I'll be happily to reply to you guys. Also, if you check out Splitgate, look me up on there. Definitely having a lot of fun in there. And if you guys want to find me on Twitter, it is @Ebontis. For streaming, it is twitch.tv/Ebontis. But right here on YouTube, whether it's streaming or videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and alert bell so you guys will see my future videos make it to you. And if you want to support me directly, you guys can join the channel as a member. And thank you guys very much. Hope this was a good one. See you soon.